A Milwaukee woman used her gun to defend herself, but still spent several hours in jail. Now take a look at this clip right from the news.
Dripping wet, she says she ran to her bedroom, grabbed her gun, and faced down the intruder. She says the man charged, undeterred by her dogs, and she shot him in self-defense.
We'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, I'll let you know that we have a gun giveaway going on. It's happening right now. It's absolutely free, but it ends really soon. All you need to do is click the link down below to learn which brand new gun you could win. Some news reports came in very recently that a woman in Milwaukee was in the shower and heard her children screaming that maybe somebody was in the house. She jumped out of the shower, ran to her bedroom and got a gun and confronted a home invader in the hallway. Now the home invader was already being attacked by a couple of her dogs, but she said he just wouldn't stop coming. So she shot him and ended up killing him. The point of this story is not great, another good guy wins. The point of this story is that what you can expect after a shooting. Now, this woman did everything right. Wisconsin is a castle doctrine state. This guy came into her house. Her kids were in there. She was in there. She was defending herself with a legally owned firearm that she'd owned for more than 10 years, and she still spent several hours in jail while the police decided whether or not they were going to charge her. This is one of those elements where you need to understand what happens following a deadly force incident. Again, I say it again and again, this is not like it is on the movies and TV and things like that. You are going to be at the center of a homicide investigation. And what they're looking for is all of the material that they find that makes this homicide justified. The woman ended up killing a very bad man in her house. And true to form, the police want to understand what happened and why it happened. And I'm a big advocate of making sure that, yes, any gun use is thoroughly investigated. It sucks for us who are the good guys who end up being on the other side of this investigation, the police looking at us as if we were criminals. What they're doing is trying to make sure that we're not, because we can't just have people running around the streets shooting each other. That's what gun control advocates think we are doing. And we're not doing that. So we sit for these investigations. We deal with the hours of police interrogation. They're going through everything that they can inside the house, seeing where this guy came in, outside the house, making sure that you own the gun legally, making sure that you did everything right, everything correctly, so that you can use deadly force to protect yourself. She did the right thing. It was absolutely 100% the right thing. The police released her. I don't know if she has her gun back yet. That's probably still going to be in evidence for a while. There's going to do some forensic work and other things like that on it. But still, several hours in police custody for doing the right thing. Understand that this will happen. Don't get crazy. Don't be arguing with the police. Don't be yelling. Don't lose your temper and lose control. Make sure that you're there, that you have an attorney present. You answer the questions with your attorney present if possible. I mean, I can't stress enough that when the cops are interrogating you, you should have an attorney present and make sure that you get good legal representation. Think about this woman for a minute. She was in the shower and someone came into her house, and now she's dealing with the most stressful moment of her life. She ends up shooting and killing someone, which is no small thing. And now she's got several hours of police interrogation to deal with afterwards. Yes, of course, you're going to want to have legal representation at your side, someone standing there helping you as you go through all of this, because you just went from 0 to the speed of light, not even 0 to 60, because there in the shower, probably the place where you're feeling safest and you're not worried about much of anything. And now somebody's in your house. You got to get to your gun. You got to stop this intruder. And then you have to deal with the aftermath. It's not something any of us want to do, but I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying this is what happens. And you need to understand what happens after a shooting if you're going to be carrying a gun. You're pulled over by the police and you're carrying concealed. Do you need to do anything special in this scenario? Like tell the officer you have a gun. Click this video right next to me and I'll break down that scenario step by step on what you should do.